Here we are back with game one. You don't want a lot of sigils in Scream, so I generally like to redraw the high sigil count hands. And here we have a card that doesn't do anything, a removal spell, and a cycler. So not a lot going on. We'll look for something a little better. I can say that this is not a better hand, but it could draw into being a better hand. Our opponent with that Inspire reveals that they're on one of a couple different decks. Probably Rakano. Yeah. Well, we have an answer to that. It's just a matter of, can we get some value out of it? Until he suits it up, there's not a ton of reason to go overboard killing a simple Crown Watch Paladin, as there's a whole bunch of other units that he can play that we can just shoot down. And we really want to remove this with the Levitate, if we can, the Aegis. Yeah. So now we've taken away one of his blockers, and we've got a Gorgon Fanatic, which we can block with if we want, if he keeps it around, if he doesn't silence it. Rakano plays 4 silences and its Valkyrie Enforcers, but besides that, we are certainly blocking. We have a Haunting Stream and a Dark Return, so it's not the end of the world. And this stops 4 damage, gets rid of an annoying Aegis unit. It's a very annoying unit. But he has powered down for that, so we're going to get our free Gorgon hit in. And then we can start the chain. Well, we didn't draw very much. I'm going to play the Twilight Raptor rather than not use the Dark Return, because I'd rather not have him know that the second Gorgon Fanatic is coming. No blocks here. The change to have it give you health is really nice against the aggressive decks. He could have a torch, and it looks like he might have a torch. But waiting doesn't get too much better. Okay, looks like the card he has is either Protect or Finest Hour. We are going to play our other Twilight Raptor here to keep getting in our damage, but we're doing a lot of sigil or a lot of power this game that we don't really want. It's a very good target for our Levitate. No Protect. It was Protect. Okay. So now there's the question of whether we want to leave these guys back or get in there, and the answer is, of course, we want to race. We're a racing deck. But this hand is, it's not really what you want to see. We're only playing 25 sigils, so hopefully we shouldn't see any more. But I guess we'll find out. Do we want to block? No, we don't. He's currently on a 2-turn clock. And we're going to be able to scream back a guy. Do we want to leave a guy back? No, we go to 13 after this hits, and this puts us in the best position for lethal. Alright. So we can just toss 2 blockers in play, and we've got plenty of lethal guys. As long as he doesn't have... Does Deep Forge Plate do it? No, Deep Forge Plate does not do it. So we've got this one. We block to be safe. And he's dead. There you go. Okay, so that actual last turn play that I made was completely incorrect. I wanted to leave at least 1 Twilight Raptor back. If the Gorgon hit, we had lethal anyways on the next turn, just sending in all the Raptors. But if I happen to brick on that last Gorgon draw, like I drew 2 units that I could play to block, but if I did not draw those and I just drew more sigils or more haunting screams, dark returns, whatever, something bad, I could have died to a whole bunch of things on the backswing. So it was a lot safer to leave back a single Twilight Raptor just to have an additional blocker just in case. And it would have been much, much better in the scenario that he had a torch for my Gorgon, because in that case I would have been dead. Because he had 11 points of damage in play. So that was a very greedy attack by A plus space by me, especially since I pretended to calculate it out. That was incorrect, totally incorrect. But he didn't have anything. We did manage to get our hit in and draw, and we were able to get there, despite drawing a ton of power in an opening hand. The deck has some power to it. That wasn't the best showcase of a lot of tips, but it does show that the deck has some play to it.